man. Like, you know, when you watch a video like this, right? There's a lot of excitement. You know, there's because this comes from Ghana, right? And it's from the music to the lyrics, you know, to how the video was put together. Again, as a fan, I can't imagine how much went into that video. I have, you know, the man behind this here, and we're going to get to all of that. And you usually start an interview like this with a lot of excitement because you have someone who did this in the studio. But you think to yourself, right, as a fan, as an interviewer, is like the part that gets you or hits you is when you feel like art or certain types of art deserves much more, right? And that's how I'm going to start this conversation. Again, very, very excited that you're here today, Small God. I'm very, very happy.
Thank you for having me.
But the thing is, you've heard what I've said. I see a video like this, right?
Yeah.
It's a timeless video.
Yeah.
You could watch a video like this without audio and you're like, wow, that's art, that's masterpiece, right? But from a fan's perspective, feeling like it deserves more in terms of accolades, in terms of response, in terms of reach. I'm quite sure I'm not the first fan who said this to you. When you do hear a fan say this, how does that make you feel?
Then I question our so-called gatekeepers. Because, I mean, there's Ghana Music Awards, Ghana Video Awards, whatever awards they give, they've seen it. So if they don't say nothing or they don't nominate it, then you question. You question like, yo, don't you see it?
Yeah,
And they know me, I know them.
yeah.
And you've seen the work. If it's not good, throw it away. But if it's good, do something about it. I'm not saying my shit is bad, put it out. No, don't put it. Throw it away.
And you're not just saying it just because it's you, but the work speaks for itself.
That's what I'm saying. If it, not because we know each other or because you respect me or I respect you, that my shit is good, or if it's bad, I want you to put it up. No. If it's bad, don't do nothing. But I make sure I always give 1,000%.
Yeah.
If I've given something, then yo.
Okay, so let me ask you
pretend
this.
you didn't
If there's an artist watching right now, right, who wants to be Small God, who wants to work with Small God, and he sees this and he feels what you're going through and he's like, Charlie, if this video self no get nomination, then Charlie, make I just pull back. What would you say to that artist?
My thing is, don't watch out for nomination. I mean,
Okay.
It's bigger than nomination. What you're doing is bigger than nomination. Like,
Okay.
this is generations, this is legacy shit you're putting up. Like, nominations just come and go. Like, yeah, you're there. They say, yeah, you got nominated, but what's that?
Yeah. For the number of years you've been or you've experienced the Ghana music industry, have you had more highs than lows? Or would you say it's like a balance?
In life, like, I'm a human being. Like, as long, even though they said small God, yeah, I still bleed, still breathe like everybody else.
Because people see Small God, it's like, oh, he's having a great. Small God ain't got no problems, man.
Yeah,
Small God knows everybody. It's like, yeah.
But I'm still a human being. Like,
Yeah.
you have to have your highs and lows. You have to have your happy days, sad days. You have to be human, you know. And I'm a human. Like, see me as a human. Even though you think I'm a God, I still see me as a human because I feel, I breathe.
Yeah. You put in
I
work?
bleed. I put in work, so I'm still human.
The crazy thing is, right, with all these things, your track record when it comes to your consistency of work is crazy. I was talking with the team, right, and you Googled this guy's, his consistency again. 2021, you had an album, your very first album.
Building Bridges.
Building Bridges. 2022, Connecting the Dots. Connecting Dots. Then 2024, a new one comes out. Before we get to these projects individually, that consistency, like, where does that come from? Is it from a place of, you know, I just love to work? Is it from a place of, I'm doing this for the culture? Is it from a place of, I want to just feed the fans? I just want to know, right, the man behind this.
You see, everything you said comes in one.
Okay.
With me, I was, should I say, I'm a workaholic?
It seems like it.
Yeah. I enjoy creating. Like, I find love, I find happiness in work. So I'm always on it working. So, as I said, if these artists are watching, yo, you have to wanting more than I do. Be able to top what I do. I
Yeah.
spend more time in the studio than any artist I know,
Crazy.
and I can sing. So just imagine.
What's
I
your
mean, I was-
process like, Small God? Because, you know, people have put you up there. Like, Small God gets the right people for the right songs. And that's not an easy thing to do. I think I was watching, is it Kanye West, right?
Yeah.
And he was talking about this, you know, getting, you might have the greatest artists, but they just don't work for this. But it seems like you get the right people for the right song.
No, it's not easy. It's not. You see the end result, so you
Yeah.
think, but I go through process. Like sometimes you think that's the right person, but they jump on it, it didn't merge properly.
Yeah.
Then you have to get somebody else to make sure that it fits. Or sometimes the artist is not feeling what you think you're feeling. So you have to have plan A, plan B, plan C.
Yeah.
You have to have options, you have to have ideas, you have to have what if he jumps on and he changes style. Maybe the beat will have to change, so you're ready for that. Or you have to be ready for everything. So
Is that the
Bring them
most
together.
difficult part of your process?
create
Connecting the dots?
connecting the dots. Yeah, connecting the dots is hard.
Pun intended.
To put them together is hard. It's not a walk in the park, but
Yeah.
the end result is what brings the smiles, you know. As they say, the bad days make the good days so sweet. Because if you didn't have a bad day, you didn't appreciate the good days, like the good times, you know. So you have to go through that sweat
Yeah.
to be able to enjoy the finishing. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not a fair question, but what's your favorite project you've dropped so far? Of these, the full body of work?
Well, it's-
Because these are like your babies, man.
they're all my babies, like, you know. every project
Yeah.
is connected to me spiritually differently, like it hits me differently, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everyone has his own moment.
Yeah.
Because creating an album is like people are going through things when they're creating music. So if you listen to it very carefully, you could actually see where they are at what point of time
Yeah.
when they're creating. If you get what I'm saying.
Okay, so creating the art, right? It's one thing. Like you said, you're connecting all these people, putting them on all these beats, and you're doing this consistently. Now, that's one thing. The response is another thing, right? The way the industry reacts is another thing. And I'm saying this to say, what do you think about the state of the Ghana music industry right now? Are we in a good place? Are we progressing? Are we stagnant?
Well, we can't say we're stagnant. We're still moving forward because you got things coming through. I feel like we are, but we could do better. If in terms of, it shouldn't be only 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 people going through. It should be, we're supposed to come like an army, a bunch of us going through.
Yeah.
Like going through that door. That's the only way they'll feel the impact, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because one kid kicking alone is not enough.
Yeah.
If they all come and kick at the same
Yeah.
time, then you could feel that, yeah, something's happened. And I feel like, yeah, we need to put in more work, put in more, we should put on more people, push more.
When you say these things, right, are you saying from the artist perspective, from the fans, or from the factions in the industry itself? Because
But we have to come together.
we could
as
have
one.
like 5 Black Sharifs in a year. That would be crazy. Why not?
We could have 10 of them. Why
Yeah,
5?
why not? Why not
can't
15?
Why 20?
Yeah, why not 20?
Yeah,
But it
because-
seems like every year we have one artist we focus on, and
Yeah, but
It's-
that's where the problem is with us as people. I don't think we could digest so much at the same time because I don't know why. Sorry to say, why Ghana chooses to pick one at a time and they cannot take 20 at a time. Meanwhile, they could take 20 outsiders at a time, but they don't want to take. They don't want to accept Ghana as a whole. They want to accept it in small dosages, which doesn't make no sense.
yeah,
That's why, hence, Play Ghana came in effect. Because
Yeah.
they don't want to take, they don't want to accept it.
yeah,
They want to just take one at a time, which doesn't help if you really want to go forward.
yeah. Did you get what you were looking for in that fight?
In Play Ghana,
Did you get the end result you wanted?
but you know, it's not ended. I'm still
Yeah, you're still in the
But
process,
now,
right? Okay.
strategy now.
Okay.
Because the beginning was more anger. I was talking from here, and others didn't see what's here, what's in my heart. They
Yeah.
only saw this guy angry or something like that. So now sitting back, approaching it and taking it in a smart way, now
Okay.
it's better.
Okay.
So that
okay.
the work is actually
Okay.
it's being done.
Okay. So the mission is still the same, but the
It's
approach
still-
is different.
It's different now.
Okay.
So
okay.
now it's still moving. I mean, now I'm having a one-on-one with DJs, having a one-on-one with bloggers, having one-on-one with people, so that they understand that
It's not necessarily a fight against anyone.
It didn't
okay.
come from a bad place.
Okay,
Or it's
okay,
not a
okay.
fight against the nation or DJs
Yeah.
or whatever.
Okay.
It's just a fight against all of us that we come together to push one thing. I mean,
Okay.
people took it as me saying, or me and Last Born saying, we shouldn't play Ghana music. And that was, we should only play Ghana music. And that wasn't the message. Me and Sharif said, play any music you want, but also make sure you put Ghana on more.
Ghana on. Okay.
Because Ghana is where you're from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let them feel Ghana. Let them feel as that, yeah, when you enter here, you're in Ghana.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The music, you have to feel us.
Yeah. I'm sure Black Sharif is like your kid brother at this point. Were you
It's
heartbroken?
my last born.
Your last one. okay. Let's take it all the way back. Are you heartbroken when you see, messages, being misconstrued?
No, it took me different, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know they were going to pick on the innocent kid. Like, he didn't say more than 4 words.
No, he didn't.
And what he said was so positive to support Ghana music.
Yeah.
And people just decided to twist the words and go for him. And
Yeah.
you know, when you feel it's like a father has put his son to go in that pit to go and bring something, and now he's covered in there and he can't help.
Yeah.
And I felt broken, like, yo,
I can imagine, man.
come for me. Why are you going for him for?
Yeah.
Come for me, I could fight.
Yeah. Oh,
I
he
could
can.
take it.
He can, man.
I could take it.
Yeah, I
Like-
feel you.
You know, I didn't want that for him.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't that, this is not what we came for. We came with a positive energy, positive message. So them switching on him and making everything seems like they have to hang him was bad. That's why now, at the time, I had to now go radio stations to
Yeah,
explain.
to explain,
Initially,
right.
I didn't want to explain nothing. I said what I had to say, and that was it. I didn't care. I tweeted, I've said what I had to say. Whoever don't like it, don't like it. But when they started doing that to him, now I had to come now to radios. And I explained to them, yo, it wasn't like that. This is the message.
Yeah.
So leave the kid alone, like. But
Do you know, Small, I think even before, that took place, I think there was something brewing. And maybe people used, what you guys said as an escape. Let me give you a bit of context, right? Do you think that the way we attack this conversation is wrong? It seems like it's always, why is Nigeria doing well? And instead of, how can Ghana do better?
But the
Is
thing
that the problem?
The thing is, we didn't mention Nigeria.
You didn't,
There was no Nigeria.
right? That's why I feel
There
like,
was no
Yeah.
country. But what happened was, sorry to say, the bloggers
okay,
are the ones that started the Nigeria conversation. And then Nigeria sees it and they attack direct,
okay,
which wasn't supposed to be like that.
okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be internal thing, nothing to do with countries.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be Ghana. I tweeted Ghana. I didn't say nothing about
yeah.
anybody. So it has nothing to do with anybody. It's supposed to be you and your son or your sister, you're fighting at home. Nothing to do with,
Yeah. You actually did, man. Like,
nothing to do with anybody. You fight at home.
yeah,
Your mom will come and fix the problem.
Yeah.
And you guys will eat and go out and just enjoy.
Yeah.
But now, the fight went beyond where it was supposed to be. And I don't even know why I'm using the word fight. It wasn't a fight.
It's
We
not.
just said, yo, let's do better. Let's try and fix our own thing. Let's create our own superstars. I mean, if you don't support what we're doing at home, how can the outsider come and support it?
yeah,
We need to create our own superstars. We need to, I mean, we've seen our brothers getting crazy money for shows outside.
Yeah,
And the streaming are going crazy.
yeah.
Are we not jealous of that? Like, jealous not in a bad way.
bad way,
Has to be
right?
in a positive way whereby, oh, will motivate you to work harder
Yeah.
or go hard or find a way how we're gonna get our streamings up,
Yeah.
get our money up.
I think that's the problem, right? Because let's just say, right, the biggest artists from Africa were from Kenya. Would that have been the conversation? Like, okay, let's, so to speak, like you're saying, go against Kenya. But we have to give credit where credit is due.
We're not
right?
going against anybody.
Right, that's the
I
thing.
always say to you,
Yeah.
Africa is a whole. We're all together.
Yeah.
So if we are together, we're together. Why are we fighting among each other?
Yeah.
It wasn't a fight. It was supposed to be, I've seen how he's doing it, and we need to do better. That's it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, perfectly said.
Countries put a law or whatever, something to govern their music, and they played more of their own music. That means their streaming went up, their numbers went up. So the world will see it, and the world will also see them as they're up. But now we didn't do that. The people don't even support the music. So there's no numbers going up. So they see your numbers and, oh, the highest streaming artist in Ghana is on 4 million monthly listeners. Oh, we done so well. Then you see Kenya, Nigeria, wherever, you see their highest streaming is like 50 million. Have you seen the number, the
Crazy.
difference?
Crazy.
Are we still happy about that? Me sitting in this seat, I'm a guy that like to work. I like to be on level with my peers. And if you're doing more than me, at least I'll try and catch up. I'll try.
Yeah.
I'll not be sitting there thinking, 2 million, 4 million, 5 million monthly listeners is good for me. Whilst our brother over there is making 60 million streaming a month. No, that's not. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But as I say, we the people, have to come together and push the numbers.
I like that you've given, again, that context, you saying that, it's not a fight, it's about learning, from people who are doing it
you have to
better.
learn.
That's what
you
it's
have to
about,
look at
right?
what's happening and just learn from it.
Yeah, learn from it. Because you also have to give credit where credit is due. If somebody's doing their thing, they're doing it. I've always said this thing.
It's not fun.
What advice, before we get to your new project, what advice would you want to give the industry, the artists, the creatives, the bloggers, like you said, the media houses?
It's
Do you
not
have any advice?
We just have to come together and just push.
Do you see that happening soon, though? Honestly, being behind the scenes. Do you see us coming together like you're saying?
Well,
Because we might say it, but it happening is another thing.
we're saying it and also doing something about it. As I said, I'm having one-on-ones. Talking to DJs, I'm talking to bloggers, I'm talking to TikTok dancers, talking to content creators, trying to make sure that we all have the same agenda. But at the same time, they will tell you, yo, we have bills to pay. And our people are not actually pressing it. And also, I'm not saying they should push, sorry to say, shit music or useless music. Good music. Good music. I mean, let's do good music, and push that. So that at least we know that, okay, what we are fighting for, we have something to back it.
Yeah.
That we are fighting.
Are we making enough good music, though?
Yes and no.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of music that comes out every day from Ghana. I listen to a lot of music from everywhere. I feel like, there's good music and there's bad music, and
We can do more.
we could do more.
Okay.
And we should push the good one, and
yeah.
the bad ones need to do better.
Yeah.
That's all.
I would like to say, one thing about the greatest people who've lived, in times gone by, they always stood for something. Whether you disagreed or you agreed with what they were saying and what they were doing, the greatest minds, read the history books. They all stood for something. So I have to commend you, right? And I have to thank you as a fan, as a listener, as a creative, for your fight, to anybody watching, whether they might agree or not, because it's not a fight as in, I am fighting against someone throwing hands, but you're standing for something. You're standing for music. You're standing for Ghana, You're telling Ghana, let's learn. You're telling Ghana, let's be creative. For creativity. How was your new project received amongst the fans?
With me,
Yeah.
I always compare with my last.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The first album did what it had to do. Perfect. Happy. Ahead of the moon. Then the second one came and topped it. That means I've done well.
Yeah.
Then the third one comes and I see the big step.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
If the first one was better than the rest of them, then I would know that I wasn't doing something right.
Yeah.
But if he keeps topping, then I guess I'm doing
So
something
how
right.
does your new project, your upcoming project, top the last one? Because that was
Boy,
crazy.
you're pressing.
Like look at the videos. Like,
You have to press.
how do you top it?
You have to keep pressing.
Yeah.
You have to keep pressing, bro.
So, for people who've not heard your music, I'm sure there's a lot of people who are going to listen to the type of music you put out. What message, right, is Small God putting out in his projects? What are you telling the people?
Well, it's as you say, it's a project. It's a whole album. Albums are created for every situation, every time, wherever of the day.
Yeah.
Whether you're driving, whether you're in the studio, wherever you're chilling with your boys, wherever you're in the kitchen cooking. There's always a music in my friend to give you that, to start up your day or your evening or,
Yeah.
you know, it's music.
Yeah, it is.
So it's created from a good place. So
Yeah.
that it helps everybody in their own,
It does,
in their
right.
own way, you know.
How was it working with Kim Promise, man? Because now he's doing big things.
Promise is
How
great.
was that?
Kambu. Yeah. He's doing great. I love
No, me, I thought, go. But yeah, like,
yeah.
it's incredible. I think I saw him
The
on
shoes
his...
have changed now.
Has it? Has it changed up?
Yeah, he's stepping, you know. Sometimes going slow.
He's a big
sometimes-
stepper, man.
Yeah, sometimes going low, sometimes come
Go
down, you
high,
know.
right?
Yeah, but anyway, let's talk about music. The music, no, Promise have
Yeah.
grown in this music thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've known Promise before he became who he is now. So it's like a proud dad sitting there watching your son come from here and up there. You know, you sit back and just smile to
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
I'm happy that I went behind him.
Yeah,
and
you got a lot of
supported-
kids, man.
Yeah, I know.
Proud father, right?
Yeah, so I'm happy where he is now and what he's doing
Yeah.
and how he's pushing his brand. And I mean, every so often I'll call him in and we do something.
Nice one.
I mean, and this album was a typical one of them. Like, we had to put something together, and not just we had to. It wasn't forced, but this sound actually was his sound that he faced on and
Yeah.
sit on, and he could body it.
Yeah,
so I
he
split,
did.
and he did it. So I mean,
In your mind, as soon as you heard it, was it like, Promise? Was that like the moment?
yeah, Promise was there. I had another choice for Promise,
Okay.
but I put a few people on this song,
Yeah.
and they didn't match it properly.
Okay.
So now I had to go back to Promise and say, yo, let's try this
I
first.
need you.
And he
Okay.
bodied it, so the one that I thought I was going to give it to him, now I had to go in the
Switch up.
archives.
This guy's process, man. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Now another thing is your body of work, right? They're actually speaking for themselves in terms of the returns, and the response. To the extent now, if I'm not mistaken, you've got a deal with Warner Group.
Yeah.
Can you kindly elaborate a little bit on that?
So it's just, it's a label,
Okay.
label deal, so that, I mean, we need to compete. We need to have something that will also help us artists to get out there. And I mean,
Yeah.
the label is for us so that we can also go through it, have the same machine that's helping everybody around the world to
okay.
also help us
Okay.
get our music across, at least give us some
Yeah.
leverage to also compete with
Yeah,
the
so
top.
I mean that's what we're seeing on there. I mean the headline is Warner Music Group partners with Small World Records. Sorry, but that's big news. I know, like one thing about Small, he's very calm. He's very late, but that's big.
And we step
Like
over.
that's huge.
It's for the people.
That is
We're doing it for the
huge.
people.
Congratulations, man. Now, Small World Records. Please tell us about this. Again, is that also a record label that's looking to work with artists, to sign artists? How does that
Of
work?
course, that's what we're setting up for, to help our people,
Okay.
to sign artists, develop artists, give them the same platform as everybody else in the world.
Have you
so that-
signed any artists so far?
Yeah, Quams.
Okay.
Yeah, Quams is the first one. But now we're home, we're still searching, we're speaking to people, we're looking at people. And I mean, it's not just talent, I always say to people, it's always talent, hard work.
Yeah.
You have to want it more than
The
I
whole
do.
system, right?
You have to, like, as an
Yeah.
artist, you have to have the package so that will come and, I mean, amplify what you have. Like, I can't force you to run if you just crawling. You
Yeah.
have to want to walk fast.
Yeah.
Then I'm here to run, then we're running.
Yeah.
So we're here to go.
So if there's artists watching this who want to work with Small, you know, who want to be on there, because I'm sure there's a lot. Like you said, you look out for talent, hard work, and all these things. But how do they reach out in the first place?
No, Small World, I mean, we put a few email out that we're doing this incubator system in our studio that we're going to bring in artists and producers. We're going to look through and bring them in, and we just do a little 1 week, 2 weeks, just making sure that we're doing music, listening to music with them, recording, producing. Then out of that, we'll find out the ones that really,
That's really cool.
once we get there, then we'll put the energy behind them.
Yeah. That's really cool because I think this answers a lot of questions, you know. For people who see your projects, right, and they see the names, right, they might say, oh, Small Works are only the biggest artists, you know,
No,
the
no, no,
biggest
no.
names.
Nobody can say
What's
that.
your response to that? to
Nobody
those
can
people?
say that. Nobody can say that. I mean, if you check my music, I always pick a big and I pick small. So that what the trick is, the big is helping him.
Oh,
But because this
yeah.
big will never go and look for him, or he cannot ever catch him, I'm the plug in the middle.
Connecting the
whereby
dots.
I make sure that I get them.
Yeah.
Because the big artist might not will not have time, will not even know how to go and say, oh, this kid is fire. So
Yeah.
I hear it. I put them on a song, I put them in. So I'm actually dragging them up
Oh, that's,
without them knowing.
that's incredible, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing a lot behind the scenes.
I'm trying.
That Bontin father. Where'd you get that name from, man? Who gave you that name?
Abontin was, remember when COVID hit?
Yeah.
And we all used to say we're outside, we're outside.
Oh, okay.
So we're outside. Nobody knew where the DNA came from. Everybody was claiming it.
Yeah.
And it started with outside. So I say, no, I thought we're outside away now. Abontin.
Bontin.
So now when you say Abontin,
Okay.
we don't need to fight where it came from now. You know?
We know.
Exactly.
So wait, are you out every weekend?
I'm out every day.
Every day?
Every day.
Do you sleep at all?
There's more sleep after death, so it hasn't
Oh,
come
come on now.
Yes. There's more sleep after death.
Yeah, so I mean, this project is out. It's doing its thing. So you're still promoting this project. Is
we're promoting.
is
That's
this
what we're
project
doing.
going to live with the people for the year, for the whole year, or can we expect some more?
Well, you know me, I said I'm always working, so you might wake up tomorrow and I'm angry and bam.
Yeah. That's true.
We go
That's true.
again.
You've got music with Odumodu.
Yeah.
Bro, he's on fire now.
Kusu with Coco Flake.
Yeah, with Coco
And
Flake too,
Abra.
Yeah.
Remix, yeah.
How did that come about? I mean, connecting the dots again.
Exactly. I've been working a bit with Coco Flake. I mean, before all this craziness. I mean, I've been listening to him for a minute. Then I linked him up. We did the first song. I think we needed a song. I needed a song to represent Ghana when Ghana was about to go for that World Cup thing.
Yeah.
I said, you know, I need to do music that will support our people, give them something to jump. So I called him, we hit it, we did the Black Star song, Kudus Day.
Yeah.
We did the song,
Crazy.
we put it out there, it was going. Then we did more music, like, I like what he was doing, did more music, so we did.
Yeah.
The
They
Kusu.
did that. So just in
The
case you're
Kusu.
wondering how that came
Then
about.
after Kusu, it was, I put him and one guy, Young Luna from Tanzania, together on that song.
Okay.
That was the original one. That was going crazy because I needed to connect the East with us.
Yeah.
And that was the bridge.
That was the bridge, right?
Then after that, I said, okay, let me do a remix because I felt like it needs some Nigeria and it needs UK.
Yeah.
I go Abra, now Abra does his thing.
Yeah.
And our brother Odumodu was
From
here
this
to bless it.
conversation today, your album titles really make a lot of sense to me. Connecting the bridges, the gaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've man.
It's making
salute
sense.
to you. It makes
It
sense.
makes sense,
Like
man.
you've
It's
thought
making
about
sense.
this. Like
It's
you
making
really thought
sense.
about this. It makes
It's making
sense.
sense.
Yeah. I'm just again like as a young fan, I'm very proud of you and everything you're doing. And you give a lot of us, you know, a lot to learn, right? And having the right conversations. You know, it's very easy to be in this space, right, and be malicious, you know, for a headline. But if we come into this with the right intent, you know, to
Yeah.
push something, no matter how it's taken, once it's with the right intentions,
It will be
it's going to
taken
get
right.
where it wants to go. And I feel like that's what's happening with you. But one thing I'll say is, don't ever allow me into your wardrobe, man, or else I'm taking all of this.
Yeah, it's all yours.
Small, don't ever allow me into your wardrobe, or else I'm
It's
taking
all
all
yours.
of this,
As long as
man.
I'm a size,
Bro, I am your size.
you see, all I'm saying is, we're here to share, you know what I'm
We're
saying?
here to share,
Share
man.
is caring, so
So proud of you.
mean-
Do you want to say anything before you go? I think we said everything.
let's just say thank you to the gods, always supporting
Yeah.
and always being together with us. You know,
Nice
the gods are my fans, and they're always with the gods. So
Man,
we're going.
it's always a blessing talking to him. And please find this project, buy it. I've always said, I'm always going to say, buying the music is the #1 way to support the artist, right? We sit here and we have these conversations, right? That's the way the music gets to the fans, you know, from the performances to the music videos, to the traveling, to the image we put out to the world, right? We have to buy the music. #1 way to support the fans. Small, thank you so much again.
Thank you so much for having me.
talking to me. God bless you. We have to link up some more, man. I have to link up some more.
Oh, we need to link
I'm
up.
going
It's
to.
not
I will
you.
find you.
I have to
Right
link
now,
up.
we're there outside. We have one thing.
Pull up, pull up,
I
pull
go
up.
pull up. Guys, have a very wonderful afternoon. Please find him, find his music. And if you're an artist, send him your stuff. You just might be the next big thing. Have a very wonderful afternoon. Salute.